Great story, guys. So what do we have next? Stefano, what do you guys look into?
Well, I don't know if there are any smokers in the room, but I'm sure you've all noticed those hideous labels on cigarette packs. But as ugly as they've been, they have worked. I mean, smoking rates have been reduced. In response to Quebecers' reputation as bad tippers, several restaurants in Burlington, Vermont are recently adding a mandatory 20% gratuity to the bills of any customers overheard speaking French. Is automatically including tips a good solution? Or would it take away the server's incentives to provide a good service? The University of Laval spends $2 million on its football program alone every year. That's more than Concordia, McGill, and the Université de Montréal combined. The extravaganza of the Super Bowl just seems like a perfect fit for the city of Montreal. For Concordia News, I'm Stefano Mocella. So if I were to get in the ring with you right now, would I get sore right away, or would I be blown up after a couple minutes?
Yeah, it's like I said, it's not for everybody. Once you land on your back, not everybody can land on their back. As a matter of fact, I'll show you. Do you have any knee pads? No, I got knee pads. Here's some knee pads. It's not bad.
Every movement, every fall in wrestling has to look as exciting as possible for the crowd, and you have to keep your body safe. From my experience of watching wrestling and being in the ring, let's just say it's a lot tougher than it looks. Tipping servers is all a part of eating out. We usually tip based on our bills and the service we received. Customers at Madison's Grill and Bar pay an average of $20 to $30 per person. The chain has a varied clientele from business parties to families. From the couple of times I've been there, I got the sense most of us could afford to eat there and get a good meal out of it. The general assumption is servers keep all their tips, but in fact tips under a certain amount could leave servers paying out of their pockets to serve you. Servers delegate part of their tips to co-workers and the house. The provincial government also taxes servers on 8% of their sales regardless of the tips they've earned. Costa Vafiadis works at Madison's in Dollard des Armeaux. He says undertipping usually boils down to a lack of awareness. 25-year-old bartender John Milanos has had similar experiences. Jade Yim has been a waitress and bartender at Madison's for over 5 years.
Understanding as to what exactly happens.
In DDO, I'm Stefano Mocella.
And moving on to hockey, what do you think about the Habs and the inconsistencies they've been having so far this season?
Well, I think the reason for inconsistencies is the young defense that they have. And when you have a young defense core, you're going to expect some good nights and some bad nights. And Andrei Markov still hasn't played this season. Hal Gill and Yaroslav Spacek have been banged up. So it's pretty tough for a young defense core to, acclimate themselves to the pressures of playing in the NHL. And plus up front, there's not a lot of depth there scoring-wise. They've had a lot of trouble scoring goals. So if you don't get the bailout by your goalie every night, it'll be hard for a team like that to find ways to win.
All right, Stefano, thanks for the update.
Thank you, Rob.